Welcome. So in this video we will see how to use this publishers framework to do the basic validations on UI screen. So here we have very basic login screen with one username input, one password input and one login button. Then we have one view model with username and password. Simply we are tracking username and password from user input. So here we will disable this login button until user enters username and password both. So how are we gonna do that? We will simply create one variable. Let's where is valid. We will assign initial value to false. Now we will use this is valid variable to disable our login button. So we will call this modifier disable and then we will put is valid value to disable. So now whenever is valid is true, that means disable has to false, so we will just invert this value. Now just we will simply resume and see the login button should be disabled. Okay, so you can see this login button is disabled. So I'll just run this simulator here so that you can see the live updates. So I'll just change this to true and we'll see whether this button is enabled or not. So you can see this button is enabled. That means now only thing that we need to simply update this is valid variable, then it will automatically update the value of button. So how we are gonna do that? So we will use combine framework. So in initializers, what we will do, we will put some publisher observers on username and password. So before that we need to import the combine framework. So I will just import combine framework, then we will use this publishers dot combine latest. This combine latest will give you the latest value that whichever you are tracking. So here we will track this, we need to track this username and password. So combine latest only accepts publishers as a parameter. So what we will do, we will mark this username and password as a publisher so that we can track the changes in username. So you can simply put @published, so they will mark this as, they will mark as publisher. So now we will use username and dollar to access the publishers. So now we have put the combine latest publishers on username and password. So now next we will use map function. So map will give you the latest value of username and password. So I'll just use this closure as user, then password, then we will return boolean value from that map. So here we will simply check the user dot count should be greater than 0 and this password dot count should be greater than 0. We will return this to this map. So this map will give you boolean value. So now we have the boolean value and we need to assign that boolean value to our is valid variable. So there is a function called sync. Using sync function you will get the latest value of this map. So we will use valid as a variable and then we will mark this is valid to self.isValid is equal to valid. Then the output of this function we need to store so that we can keep the track of this publishers. So what we will do, we'll simply create one variable. We'll mark this as variable private because it is not required outside. So we will create one variable cancelable of type say any cancelable and simply we will assign the output of this expression to any cancelable. We will align it. So now we will simply rerun it and we'll see. Okay, so now we will put some value in username, we'll put some value in password. So you can see this button is enabling whenever we put the value in username as well as in password. Okay, so this means this is perfectly working. So now what we're gonna do, this is like a very short syntax. You can see we are just keeping the track of latest value of username and password. Just simply we are checking the counts both the value, both this username and password must have a value, and then we are passing this boolean value, and simply we are assigning this boolean value to isValid. So same way you can do it using their inbuilt functions. Combine latest, you can directly assign value, you can directly store the variable, and you can also store the expression into a variable as well. So I'll just quickly show you the shorthand syntax of this publishers. So we'll simply comment this code. Now again we will use the publishers dot combine latest to get the latest value of username and password. Now we will map this value to a boolean. So now we know the $0 is going to be username, so I will just mark down 0, count $0 dot count should be greater than 0, and $1 will be a password, count should be greater than 0. Then we will get the boolean value, so we need to assign that boolean value to our isValid variable. So there is a function isAssign, which is key path function, so you can directly use that function. You just need to provide a variable and the root. So we are going to assign this boolean value to our isValid variable on cell, and now the output of this function, like that means initially we have stored within incancelable. So here there is a function, we can mark this as a storage. Within that we need to pass variable which will store a set of any cancelable. So simply we will change this to a set of any cancelable, and we will pass the reference of any cancelable in this function. So pass any cancelable, and simply we will rerun it. Oh, I need to put some space. Okay, so we have rerun it, and we'll see we have added username and password. Yeah, it is changing. So whenever you put the value in both username and password, it will automatically changes. So for example, if you have like this username must have minimum, let's say 8 characters, so we can put one minimum 8 characters, and then password should not be empty, so password must have greater than 0 character. So we will just put this 8, we will rerun, and we will simply see. So here we will input the username like 8 character, and then we'll see password. Yeah, so whenever we removing the password, it is disabling the login button. Thanks for watching this video.